Hey everyone, ready for a deep dive into why those vet visits are so important?
Yeah.
We've got tons of research here, articles, expert opinions, uh, the whole shebang.
Oh, wow.
And you know what? I was really surprised by how much vets do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're like guardians of our pet's health, catching things we might completely miss.
It really is fascinating, how much is going on beneath the surface.
Right.
Vets aren't just patching up, cuts and scrapes.
Hmm.
They have to understand the unique needs of all these different species,
Yeah,
from the way their bodies work to even like the nuances of their behavior.
it's true. Like one of the sources mentioned how vets can just look at a pet's blood work,
Wow.
which is like a detailed map of their organs and how they're functioning and spot issues before there are even any symptoms.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That's serious detective work.
It really is. And it brings us to one of the most important things when it comes to vet care,
Okay.
preventative care.
Oh, yeah, preventative care.
It's all about being proactive, partnering with your vet to keep your pet healthy,
Right.
throughout their entire life.
So it's kind of like having a personal trainer for your pet's health.
Yeah, I like that analogy.
Yeah.
Think of it this way. Regular checkups, vaccinations, dental care,
Oh, right.
these are all part of building a strong foundation for their well-being
Yep.
and catching potential problems early on.
So instead of fighting off like the big bad wolf, we're stopping him at the door.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that.
One of the things that really struck me from the research was the emphasis on dental care.
Really?
Yeah, you might not think it's that big of a deal,
Mm-hmm.
but dental health is actually super important to a pet's overall well-being.
Mhm.
And neglecting it can lead to some pretty serious issues down the road.
Mhm.
It can even affect their heart and kidneys.
Wow, I had no idea those things were connected.
Yeah,
So those teeth cleanings are way more important than I thought.
absolutely.
Okay, so how do vets manage to understand what's going on with our pets when, let's be honest, they can't tell us what's wrong?
Right, it's like they have their own secret language.
Yeah.
Well, that's where a vet's training and observation skills really come in.
Oh, okay.
They're like detectives, picking up on these subtle clues that, us owners might totally miss.
Wow.
Like
Good
changes in behavior, appetite, energy levels, even the way they walk.
Huh?
These can all be signals that something's not right.
So it's like they have a secret language with animals.
Kind of.
One of the articles had this great example
Oh, yeah.
about this dog who started, hiding under the bed a lot more than usual.
Oh, no.
And it turned out he had developed arthritis.
Oh.
And the vet was able to pick up on these super subtle changes in like his behavior and how he was walking.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
How much they can get just from observation.
Right.
That's why those regular checkups are so, so important.
Yeah.
The more a vet knows your pet, their baseline behavior, the easier it is for them to spot those tiny little changes.
Right.
That could indicate, if something bigger is going on.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so we've talked about how vets are like pet health detectives, especially when it comes to preventative care.
Right.
But there's another side to their work that I found super interesting. Their role in public health.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's a connection people don't always think about, but it's
Mhm.
so important.
Hmm.
Think about like zoonotic diseases.
Oh, right.
The illnesses that can spread between animals and people.
Yeah, like rabies.
Exactly.
I know, that's a big one. Are there other examples?
Oh, yeah, tons. Rabies is like the classic one.
Right.
But there are others you might not even know about. Like, did you know there's a parasite called Toxoplasma gondii
No.
that can be passed from cats to humans?
Right.
It's usually not a problem for, like, healthy adults,
Huh.
but it can be dangerous for pregnant women or people with, weaker immune systems.
Wow, I had no idea. So basically, keeping our pets healthy also helps protect us and the community.
Exactly. And it's not just about preventing diseases.
Right.
Vets are also involved in food safety.
Okay.
Making sure the meat and eggs we eat are safe.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I never really thought about the vet's role in that.
Yeah, it's really important for the whole food chain.
Oh,
And they're involved in disease surveillance, too,
oh, wow.
acting as kind of an early warning system for outbreaks.
Really?
Yeah, they're trained to look for unusual patterns of illness,
Mhm.
which can help prevent it from spreading more widely.
So they're like detectives for public health, too.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay, I like that.
And speaking of detectives, there's another really fascinating side to vet care, the emotional side.
Oh, right.
Vets aren't just treating animals, they're supporting the owners.
Yeah.
Through some, really difficult moments.
Absolutely. I mean, I can only imagine how hard it must be
Right.
to be a vet and have those tough conversations with people,
Mm.
especially when it comes to, like, end-of-life care.
Yeah, it's definitely a challenging part of the job.
Right.
They have to provide guidance, support, compassion
Mm.
when families have to make those really difficult decisions.
Wow.
It's about recognizing that incredible bond between humans and animals
Yeah.
and helping people navigate those really complex emotions.
Yeah. It must take a special kind of person to handle that.
It really does. Vets are so good at balancing the scientific and the emotional.
Right.
They understand that caring for a pet means caring for the owner, too.
That's a good point.
It's a really holistic approach
Yeah.
that recognizes the well-being of both.
Wow. It's clear that vets wear a lot of hats.
Mhm.
Scientist, detective, healer, counselor.
Right.
So what about the future of this field?
Yeah.
What's next for veterinary medicine? What innovations are we looking at?
Well, telemedicine is becoming really popular.
really?
Yeah, it's like a virtual house call. You can talk to a vet remotely using video chat and stuff.
So I might not even have to leave my house for certain appointments.
Exactly.
That's so convenient.
It makes vet care way more accessible and flexible.
That's great.
And then you have all the advancements in stem cell therapy and regenerative medicine.
Oh, wow. What is that?
It's cutting-edge stuff
Okay.
with huge potential for treating all sorts of conditions.
So, like, real-world examples, how is this already helping pets?
Well, one of the sources talked about vets using stem cells to treat arthritis in dogs.
Really?
And they're seeing amazing results. Less pain, better mobility, things that can really improve a dog's life.
That's incredible. It gives so much hope for the future.
It really does.
But with all this progress, there have to be challenges too, right?
Of course. One of the biggest challenges is just keeping up with all the new discoveries.
Right. It must be hard to stay on top of everything.
Vets have to be constantly learning and adapting to stay current with the research, technology, and treatments.
It's like they're always in school.
Pretty much.
But that's what makes them such incredible advocates for our animals.
It is.
What other challenges are out there?
Making sure new treatments are accessible to everyone.
Oh, right. I imagine these therapies can be expensive.
Yeah, some of them are.
Yeah.
And we don't want a system where only some pets can get the best care.
Definitely not. So what's being done about that?
A lot, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Vet organizations and researchers are working to find ways to make these treatments more affordable.
Okay.
So all pets have access, regardless of their owner's financial situation.
That's wonderful to hear.
And there's another challenge that's emerging that I think is really interesting.
Okay. What is it?
The growing awareness of mental health in pets.
Oh, that's a good point. We tend to focus so much on their physical health,
We do.
but their mental well-being is crucial too.
Absolutely. Just like humans, pets can have anxiety, depression, phobias.
Wow, I didn't realize.
And vets are getting better at recognizing and treating these conditions.
So it's about a holistic approach to their health,
Exactly.
considering both their physical and emotional needs.
Right. It's an area where there's still a lot to learn, but it shows how important it is to see our pets as individuals.
Wow. Well, this deep dive has been so eye-opening. I've learned so much about how important vets are
Me too.
and all the amazing things happening in animal care.
It's such a fascinating field, always changing and evolving.
Right. From preventative care to emergencies, from public health to the emotional connection we have with our pets, vets are really unsung heroes.
They really are. They dedicate their lives to caring for our furry friends.
And they do it with compassion, expertise, and a genuine love for animals.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So I think we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
We've talked about the challenges and triumphs, the science and the heart of this incredible profession.
And for all the pet owners out there, remember, your vet is your partner in your pet's health.
That's right.
Talk to them. Trust them.
So true. Well, as we wrap up, I keep thinking, how can we understand our pets' needs even better?
Yeah.
And how can we build even stronger bonds with them?
Good question. I guess keep asking questions. Stay curious.
Yeah.
Never stop fighting for the well-being of all animals.
That's a great note to end on. Thank you so much for joining us for this deep dive into the world of veterinary medicine.
It was my pleasure.
Until next time.
Yeah.